Hey guys, before this video starts, I'm just going to address some of the comments on my last video, the one with the mirror in less than a week. Some people were saying you can't sustain maps doing this, but with all the map nodes on a tree, this is not set up right. With all the map nodes on a tree, if you're killing more mobs than I am, like if you kill at least half the map, you will absolutely sustain all your maps. And the way I'm doing it, going straight to the essences and straight to the boss, I'm sustaining probably 80% of my maps back. But you will have to buy some maps after a while. I also started using something called PoE Stack right after this, rather than TFT Bulk Sell. You can check it out from the Forbidden Trove Discord, and they advertise it, and it's super good for bulk selling. I also had a question about how many hours a day I played. I'd call it about 4 to 5 hours, but you can go much harder than that if you wanted to make super currency super fast. Anyways, on to the video. Hey guys, it's Jason of Stealthy SK, and today I'm going to bring you a Lightning Warp / Lightning Tendrils build. I recently showcased this build and how to get a mirror in under a week, and a lot of people wanted to know how to build it. I'm going to try to make this short and concise because this is a super easy build, less than a couple divine to even create it. Before you have over expectations, you will die on this build. It is very squishy, but it does have its benefits. For one, it's very fast and can kill very fast. For two, you're immune to everything like Ignite, Chill, Freeze, and Shock, but not only that, you're also immune to chaos damage. As far as your reses go, I just use flasks to get rid of the res issue. You can get on your gear, which I'll explain a little bit later. It just will cost a bit more. And for a damage flask, I'm using Rot Gut, which gives me frenzy charges, or consumes frenzy charges and gives me onslaught. I just realized the mic issue. It'll be fixed for the rest of the video. I apologize about that. I bought this build specifically so I can make my endgame build. So I'm currently building that, and I also have the rest of the currency just waiting there for me to finish it. So it does make quite a bit of currency very quickly. Like I said, it took me 4 or 5 days to earn all of this. Anyways, I'm gonna pull up POB, we're gonna go over the gear, and we're gonna go over the tree. I'm not going to bother going over the configurations to show the correct hit DPS. You could just tell by the video how much it does. In terms of your staff, you can go 2 ways. Either you can get this staff with spell damage, increased lightning damage, increased cast speed, and most importantly, +3 to all lightning spell gems. Otherwise, you can use the annihilating staff. Now, if you do switch to this, you are going to be a lot more squishy since it takes 60 to 80 elemental resistance out, but it triples your damage with elemental skills. Next, the most important thing is you get a helmet with reduced lightning warp duration. This will make it so it doesn't take as long to zip around with your movement skill. You can try and look for one that already has energy shield on it, but if you can't find it, we're just going to roll it. To roll your helmet, you're just going to be using Essences of Woe. The higher the better, obviously, until you get a roll you're comfortable with. You can keep rolling until you get some res, or you can add res on the end of it. But if you're not using Annihilating Staff, that won't even matter, so you'll be fine. As far as your amulet goes, you just want to get a ton of intelligence. So I just happen to get all attributes on top of it. Increased spell damage, crit strike multiplier, and +1 to lightning skill gems. And then if you have an extra craft, you can put on whatever you want at the end. In terms of rings, all you're going to need is more intelligence, and also I got cast speed, and you need curse with conductivity on a hit, which is very important. It'll give you a lot more damage towards the enemies. The non-shining skills isn't necessary, I was just testing some stuff. I borrowed my other ring off of my other character, but this one isn't necessary. You would just get another stat stick, ring to put on there, like a 2-stone for elemental resist or something like that, and try to get cast speed as well as anything damage over time. For your gloves, you're going to do the same thing as you did with your helmet, and you're going to roll energy shield. I happen to get a fracture on mine, so that was good. And you're also going to roll your exotic currencies to get exposure on hit, applying -12 lightning resistance, and to unnerve enemies for 4 seconds on hit if you can get it. On your belt, you're going to want to try to get as much maximum energy shield like the rest of your stuff. Since we're stacking just energy shield and no life, Life doesn't matter, it just happened to roll on this. Also get some reses if you can on this, and you might need some strength for some of the gems. Now your boots are going to be very important. It may not seem like it, but when you're standing still, these boots give you power charges, endurance charges, and frenzy charges. So when you move, it gets rid of the charges that you don't have naturally. But for your main skill, which is going to be Lightning Tendrils, you're going to be standing still anyways. So it'll take that frenzy charge, and again with the flask, it'll give you onslaught per frenzy charge. You can't move while you're casting, so you're going to be having these always up. On my offhand, I just have portal plus faster casting just to make it faster to cast your portal. On my gear, I have portal plus cast when damage taken because I couldn't fit a blue in my build, but if you had a 6-link with an extra blue that wasn't connected, you can do that. Anyways, let's move on to the tree. So for your ascendancy, you're going to be using a cultist. There's a few reasons for this. First of all, you get hexes, which every time you hit an enemy, it'll curse them. And then from there, it'll explode, dealing a quarter of their maximum life as chaos damage. So your clear is going to be way better on the way to the boss. You also get some regenerate energy shield, and then you get area of effect per power charge. So when you're zipping around, you're actually not moving technically. Let me just show you quick. So your power charges actually stay. So yeah, that's the reason for that. Your first notable you're going to take is practical application to get your 10% elemental resist as well as strength and dexterity. Your second one is going to be lightning walker, obviously because it gives you the lightning damage, the cast speed, and the lightning res. The idea is going to be trying to stack as much attack speed, or rather cast speed, as you can in the build, just to make it so you can zip around faster. So next you're going to take mental rapidity. For your mastery, you're going to get caster mastery. That gives you increased caster speed for each non-instant spell you've cast recently. Then you're going to get crackling speed, which gives you lightning damage and attack speed again. Obviously for your energy shield, you're going to get increased energy shield equipped from your helmet. And then you're going to get unnatural calm, which gives you more energy shield. It also comes with energy shield recharge rate, which is really good. Since you're going to be using your staff, you obviously can take staff mastery, which gives you increased defenses while wielding a staff, as well as ignatic reach, which gives you attack speed of staffs, cast speed of staffs, which is the one you care about, and area of effect per power charge. As far as your large socket goes, you're going to get Prismatic Heart, Storm Drinker, and Widespread Destruction. If you're not sure about how to craft this, there's guides on the internet. Also, you can just buy it off the marketplace if you can. And then for your medium, you're going to take Titanic Swings and Vast Power. The rest of the jewels will be listed on the POB. You're going to be taking Zealot's Oath, which gives you 1 life and all energy shield. Or rather, the regeneration for it goes to your energy shield. As far as your elemental mastery, I would just take the top node. I tried doing some reflect maps and they don't seem to go very well. So either way you're going to die, so you might as well get exposure. You're going to take Faith and Steel from some more elemental resistances, as well as a maximum endurance charge and power charge. On this side of the tree, you're going to get Chaos Inoculation, which makes your maximum life 1, but you're immune to chaos damage. So any of the green balls that fly around, you don't even have to move, they won't affect you at all. You're going to get another Titanic Swing / Vast Power. Your other medium cluster is going to be the exact same as the other one. To craft this, all you're going to do is alt spam until you get Titanic Swings or Vast Power, and then you're going to Regal Orb to get the other one. Make sure when you're buying gems to get the right item level and to make sure it says 10% increased area damage as a small passive. If this video helped in any way, if you can give me a like, I'd super appreciate it, and a subscribe for more content coming soon. Thanks. All your gems are going to be linked into your POB, but some of them, like Awaken Lightning Pen, if you can't afford that, don't bother getting it. Awaken Lightning Damage Support, I would recommend getting that if you can fit it in. If you can't, I mean, just go ahead and get the regular one. You should try to get 20 quality on everything, but if you can't, don't worry about it, it's not that big of a deal. The only things you don't get 20 quality on, like when you get cast when damage taken, you make sure it's level 1 with no quality. Your Mortal Call, make sure it's level 3. You can get quality on this. The reason we can't go 20 increased duration just because of strength. Same thing for this one. And I think that's it for that. For Colon Strike, you're just going to get level 1. This Colon Strike will make your Chaos Golem kill the boss very quickly when it's low HP. Since this build is so squishy, the main things you can do is get more energy shield rate, make sure you cap your reses, and you can look around on PUB Ninja where you can search up builds and see if anyone has a similar build but higher defenses. I probably die like once every 10-15 maps, only due to corrupting essences, since that's going to be one of your main money makers with this build. One last thing, you're going to be allocating infused, which gives you another maximum power charge.